In this video, we take a deep dive into the latest discussions surrounding double monthly payments that could impact millions of Americans receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. With many people struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living, there's growing speculation about new relief measures, including the possibility of monthly payments of $1,900 combined with $3,300 for eligible beneficiaries. Could this be the financial lifeline many have been hoping for? We'll explore the key factors driving these potential changes, from legislative proposals to updates from the Social Security Administration and veteran benefits offices. You'll get a comprehensive look at what's being discussed in Washington and whether these larger payments could soon become a reality. Whether you rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, this video is packed with valuable insights and the latest news to keep you informed about these critical updates. Make sure to watch until the end for all the details and stay tuned to our channel for future updates on stimulus checks, financial relief programs, and much more. Social Security is more than just a monthly check for millions of retirees across America. It serves as a financial lifeline that many people would struggle to live without. In 2022 alone, Social Security was responsible for pulling 22.7 million people above the federal poverty line, including 16.5 million seniors aged 65 and over. According to an analysis from the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, this crucial program has played a significant role in reducing the poverty rate for seniors from an estimated 38.7% to just 10.2%. For millions of Americans, Social Security income is essential to making ends meet. This makes any announcements related to changes in Social Security, especially the cost of living adjustment COLA, highly anticipated. And as the year draws to a close, the much-awaited reveal of next year's COLA is just around the corner. You've probably heard the term cost of living adjustment or COLA often, but what exactly does it mean, and why is it so important? The COLA is the Social Security Administration's SSA tool to ensure that beneficiaries don't lose buying power due to inflation. Simply put, as prices for everyday goods and services rise, Social Security benefits are adjusted to match this increase, allowing retirees to maintain their standard of living. Without the COLA, Social Security recipients would see their purchasing power erode as prices rise. The COLA increase ensures that retirees can still afford the same amount of goods and services each year, even as inflation drives up costs. Whether it's groceries, healthcare, or housing, the cost of living adjustment helps Social Security beneficiaries keep pace with rising prices. The way COLA is calculated today is quite different from how it was handled in the past. When Social Security first began sending out retired worker benefit checks in January 1940, cost of living adjustments were not automatic. Instead, they were determined on an arbitrary basis by special sessions of Congress. During this period, only 11 COLAs were issued, ranging from a modest 7% to a staggering 77% in October 1950. This huge increase in 1950 was largely due to the fact that there were no COLAs at all throughout the 1940s. Things changed in 1975 when the SSA began using the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers CPIW to calculate the annual COLA. The CPIW measures price changes across several major categories of spending, each weighted differently based on its importance. This allows the SSA to calculate a single inflation figure each month, which is compared to the previous year to determine if a COLA is necessary. Understanding how the COLA is calculated is crucial. Each year, the Social Security Administration looks at the average CPIW readings for the third quarter, July through September. If the average CPIW for this period in the current year is higher than the same period the previous year, inflation has occurred, and a COLA is issued to increase Social Security checks for the following year. The increase is simple to calculate. The year-over-year percentage increase in the average third quarter CPIW, rounded to the nearest 0.1%, becomes the COLA for the upcoming year. For instance, if the average third quarter CPIW is 2.5% higher than last year's, Social Security benefits will rise by 2.5%. The U.S., Bureau of Labor Statistics (BLS) plays a key role in this process by releasing inflation reports, including the crucial September report, which will come out on October 10th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Within minutes of this report hitting the news, the SSA will announce the COLA for the next year. Now, let's talk about the 2025 COLA forecast. In previous months, projections suggested that 2025 might be a historic year for Social Security, with a possible fourth consecutive year of above-average COLAs. After receiving adjustments of 5.9% in 2022, 8.7% in 2023, and 3.2% in 2024, some early estimates predicted a COLA of 2.6% or 2.7% for 2025. If this had happened, it would have been the first time in 32 years that COLAs remained at 2.7% or higher for 4 consecutive years, and the first time in 28 years that 4 consecutive COLAs were 2.6% or above. This would have been a notable moment in Social Security history, indicating consistent inflationary pressures. However, after the release of the August inflation report, the projections for 2025 took a downward turn. Both the Senior Citizens League (TSCL) and independent analyst Mary Johnson revised their estimates, predicting a COLA of just 2.5%. While the difference between 2.5% and 2.7% might seem small, for many Social Security beneficiaries, this translates to only a few extra dollars per month, which can lead to disappointment. Let's address the numbers everyone is talking about: $1,900 and $3,300. These figures represent 2 potential monthly payments, but where did they come from? Discussions about a possible increase in Social Security payments have been circulating, especially in light of rising inflation and increased living costs. While the average Social Security payment is around $1,837, some proposals have suggested raising the average monthly payout to $1,900 to help seniors better cope with the financial strain. This would bring more stability to those struggling with housing costs, medical bills, and other essential expenses. On the VA side, there's been talk of raising compensation for veterans with severe disabilities. For some veterans with a 100% disability rating and dependents, payments can already approach the $3,000 range, but could a figure like $3,300 become more widespread? Some advocates are pushing for increases to ensure that veterans and their families have enough support to maintain a decent quality of life. There have been numerous legislative proposals aimed at increasing Social Security and VA benefits. For example, some lawmakers have proposed bills that would significantly boost Social Security payments by adjusting the cost of living adjustment COLA more aggressively to account for inflation. Similarly, VA benefits have been the focus of discussions to raise disability payments. However, no official proposal has suggested double payments on a permanent basis. While no law currently guarantees double payments, some lawmakers have floated the idea of supplemental payments or special relief for Social Security and VA recipients, especially in light of ongoing economic pressures. If inflation continues to rise or economic conditions worsen, it's not entirely out of the question that additional payments could be approved in the future. However, these would likely be temporary and not permanent double payments. Any significant increase in federal benefits, such as double payments, would require a massive increase in the federal budget. This would likely mean higher taxes, reallocating funds from other areas, or increasing the national debt, none of which are easy political decisions. While the prospect of double payments of $1,900 and $3,300 is certainly appealing, the reality is that we are not there yet. However, with rising costs of living and the increased need for financial support, there's no doubt that the conversation around boosting Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits will continue. Be sure to stay informed and take steps to protect your financial future.